The Mind, Body, and Soul recording. For access to all of Joseph's books, audiobooks, affirmation recordings, and spiritual tools, go to ourjourneyoflife.com. And remember, enjoy the journey. Recording 1, Healing of the Body. As you listen to the recording repeatedly, aches and pains will begin to subside as they will disappear throughout the day. Many suffering from illness say that after listening to the recordings for a few days, the illness had subsided until their body had made a complete recovery. Other people have received miraculous healings of major diseases, physical trauma, aches and pain, helping to cope with addictions along with receiving spiritual balance for a healthy mind, body, and soul. Healing of the Mind. Many have found inner peace, tranquility, and happiness while in the presence of the divine masters that works through Joseph. You will find peace, joy, and happiness as you start to release tension, anger, depression, and sadness. You will find clarity. You will make life decisions that are good for you, and you will be able to forgive and let go of all of your fears. Healing of the soul. Open up spiritually and awaken and unlock your psychic, healing, and channeling abilities. The affirmations will help you have a closer connection with God by feeling God's forgiveness, compassion, and love, making your connection an unforgettable memory.
Welcome.
Hi. Oh, long time no see.
What, yesterday?
Yeah. Oh, is it me or do we look a little fuzzy? Oh, we look
Well, you look fuzzy. I look clear.
Now you do.
Okay.
Oh, there we go. Learning our new system.
Widen us out. Another show.
That would look
and there's not going to be any issues on this show. We're going to get going. I think I got it here. So, and smooth sailing. So, I want to welcome everybody listening tonight to Love, Hope, and Laughter. And Kristen and I, we had a meeting last night, and we talked about going live and big with this. Most of you know I travel the country doing my mediumship work and speaking to heaven and stuff. And you know, there's a lot of mediums out there in the world. I went to Jennifer and Kristen's been bringing me out to these other mediums so I can check them out and see how they do their shows and everything. But I find that people love what Kristen and I have here. We have this banter going back and forth. She does more of a light path psychic readings. I do the mediumship readings. And we thought that let's take this live. Let's take this to a live audience and have the same concept of the Love, Hope, and Laughter show in a gallery effect where I'll bring the loved ones through And once I'm finished with that, then you can touch on that person to give them a reading. And so we're going to experiment. In May, I have my Renegades event coming up, and I also have a Cinco de Mayo event coming up in Delray. I'm going to contact the owners there to get everything, make sure everything's cool. And then we're going to try to do this. And I think this is going to be pretty cool on doing all this. So
hi, Andrea. Hi, Ariana. Hello, Lori. Welcome.
These are everybody who's on getting in the queue. You know what we're going to do? I'm going to bring everybody up on the.
Bring everyone on.
Let's bring everybody up so everybody can see everybody. Now we have room for 8 people for the queue. There's only have 10. Kristen and I are taking up 2 spots here, but we're going to bring everybody up. So let's put your smiling faces on, and we're going to just say hello to everybody who's waiting. And I'm going to do a count here and see if we have. I think we have like 1 or 2, maybe one spot left if anybody wants to come in. And there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 2 openings to fill up the queue. For those of you who wants to do any readings from me or Kristen. But thank you for all participating and coming in. And everything. All right. So I'm going to bump everybody back down into the queue again.
You're all saged. You're all clear.
There you go. You got your virtual sage.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm going to bring everybody back into the queue here.
I see a lot of new faces. Welcome.
Yeah, there is a lot of new faces. So
yeah, and it's so good, Joe. I had such a long day. I don't know if anyone else has experienced long days with their day job.
Yeah, well, today's Wednesday. My day off, so I just did paperwork and
soon enough.
Stuff.
I'll be taking Wednesdays off with you. I'm working on Mondays and Wednesdays off. But what's so interesting is honestly, like all the way up until about 8 o'clock, I just had so much going on. And the moment I click into this show and I click into this energy, I can feel source energy flowing through. I feel my guides coming through. I feel everyone else's guides coming through and everyone's loved ones. And my energy just instantly calms itself down. And so we benefit by doing this as much as, our audience benefits. So thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. Thank you for loaning your energy to us. We appreciate your presence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love doing readings. I love helping people, and so
yeah. So we did, y'all. We did go and see. Okay, forgive me, Joe. I can't remember the first guy. So, but the second.
We saw. I'm going to do a shout out to Jeffrey Wands.
Oh, sorry.
Medium, and we went to go see him in Boca Raton, and it was nice that he came to Jennifer and I, and he used more of his psychic abilities. I was hoping that Jennifer's mother would come through for her, but he talked about us and about being soulmates and how we came together and how it's about time for me to settle down and and everything. So that was unless you can remember some more stuff that came through.
Well, what was so great about what he said, I'm going to work on my was he went, I don't feel like so hold on, let me get to where Joseph whispers to us and he's like, y'all, I'm going to get recognized here. And we were like, Joe, hi, because Joseph is kind of the local medium in this area, and most everyone in our area knows who he is. And so Jeffrey looks right at him after break, and he didn't recognize him quite yet, and says, all right, I'm going to read you. And it was a second before he goes, why do I keep hearing Saint Joseph? And I hear Saint Joseph, and Joseph's like, yeah, hey, that's my name. And he's like, well, Saint Joseph usually refers to mediumship abilities. And Joseph's like, yeah, that's kind of what I got going on. So, and I think at that moment he was caught a little off guard, like, wait a minute, I think I recognize him. And then it's at that point people started taking pictures in the audience, like, oh my God, house.
I know, people said Joseph Roberto's in the house.
Yeah, so we started getting pictures going on at that point. But what I did love is that he did say, hey, you guys are on the cusp of doing something really great. You're about to take a step into kind of the next phase of your life. And we're all like, yeah, that's why we're here, because we're actually looking to book a show at the Black Box. So we were actually there not only to see Jeffrey, right, but to meet with management there to work on potentially getting a show going there. So we were excited about that as well. And it was really great. And then I heard earlier, that, and I keep feeling this energy between you and Jennifer is such a match. It's such an intertwined match I feel between the two of you. But I don't want to freak anyone out and say that, because sometimes that can put a lot of pressure. So I didn't mention anything, but I kept hearing soulmate. But again, knock on wood, I don't want to glitch anything and be like making people feel funny. But he called it out. He's like, I feel soulmate connection here. And I do too. I feel a soulmate connection as well. So, I mean, it's really amazing to be able to meet that person in this particular life and actually connect with that person and maybe settle down and like be able to grow old and like you're done, like you're off the market, like officially, like that has to be a relaxing feeling.
No, that's it. I'm totally hooked on Jen, and that's it. So, and I'm gonna grow old faster than her first. So, but
but Joe, you look so good, the silver fox over there. At some point, you got to let a little gray come through. But we age backwards. That's the thing. Me and Joseph have decided we're aging backwards from this point on, and it works. And that's the power of the law of attraction and attention. Is y'all, if you just decide to start aging backwards, just say it. And also what we do when we bring in a lot of this channeled energy, it does keep us young. It tends to rejuvenate.
Well, most of you know, most people know I'm a healer as well as a medium, and my healing abilities are very strong. And when I'm healing people and bringing that energy through me, it's also coming, and it's also reversing. And I feel good, I'm turning 60 in a few months, and I look at pictures when I was in my 40s, and just maybe a little weight on, but that's about it.
But it's a cute weight. You have your little weight. So, girls love it. We like to rub these bellies. Me too. I do. So Lori's here, and she says, Joseph, my sister and I are going to be coming to see you next Friday at the Spirit University. How exciting.
Oh, yeah. The Spirit University in Sarasota is having their grand opening again. They closed down for COVID, and they weren't sure if they were going to reopen. They were doing a lot of internet stuff, and they decided to have a grand opening and have me come to Sarasota to feature as a featured medium. And I'll be doing a lot of workshops there. I'll be doing a bunch of stuff. A lot of stuff is sold out, though. They have me Monday for private sessions, and it's completely sold out. I'm booked out on Monday. Speaking of Heaven event, that Friday night, May 17th, it's almost sold out. There's only a few seats left. The Divine Healing, which I do, it's getting almost sold out too. There's I think it's halfway there or 3/4 way there of filling all the seats. And then the other workshops I'm doing is everyone can learn mediumship, learn to speak to your angels and spirit guides, past life regression, future life regression workshops. So those workshops are still in play, so you can sign up for those workshops.
Awesome. Well. So where would they do that, Joe? How's the easiest way? Because on your very front page of your website, they just click a button.
Yep. In fact, after our meeting last night, I changed it, and it says, for upcoming events, click here, it says now.
Yay. Yay. And guys, we love feedback. So if you find that, if we can adjust that to make it a little easier for you, or if there's anything you find complicated, please send us an email. Joseph, where's our email ticker? Because I want everybody's email addresses. Y'all, if you love what you're doing, that's how you can support us, is email addresses. Sign up for our newsletter, because that allows us to keep in touch with you, keep in touch with our fans. And then sometimes when we have special events and special promotions, that allows us to contact you. And then hopefully you can share that with your friends and family and spread the word. because my goal is to kind of max out. I want to get 400 to 500 people together. So that's my goal this year. And then also we're working on some video footage that we're going to be getting some reels together, and we're going to be submitting to TLC. We're going to be submitting to Amazon and to Netflix, and see about picking up and producing a show. So anyone who's interested in potentially being a part of that, or wants to do some readings for some footage and you're okay to be on camera, again, email us, send us your information. We'd love to stay in contact with you. We appreciate, you being here, and we want to, we want to show you some love. So there's our email address. If you want to send us your email, you'll be able to keep in touch with us. We'll have newsletters, and we'll let you know where our upcoming shows are, and we're going to have some promotions. If you're on the show, or if you're at one event and you follow us from event to event, we're going to have some special, discounts and stuff and gifts for you guys just for being fans, and we appreciate you. We really do. Thank you.
And Monday I have an interview with some TV people about filming ghost investigations here in South Florida, and so they asked if I can kind of tag along and give my interpretation.
All right. Well, this is my specialty, Joe. Not like I'm trying to intrude.
You are going to come along. You and Jennifer are going to drag along.
Yeah, because ghost hunting is like my thing. Like just before me and you started doing this, I was going to open up in fact, I've done a lot of house clearings and whatnot, but I like to have you there, Joe, because your energy is very protective around me. Yeah. So, I tend to get affected, and I can feel have a protection energy around me. So trust me, there's no ghost going to be messing with you, Joe. Your guides are so strong, and you're so protected. So I tend to get poked a little bit. And so I'll make sure you clear me afterwards and make sure that I'm safe. But I would love to go. It's something that I connect a lot with. I've crossed a lot of spirits over. I didn't even know I could do that until I was led to do that. And people experienced that firsthand. So in fact, it was caught online on a live show. So that was interesting. But, yeah.
Well, I plan on, if you're free Monday, that's when maybe you can meet with them too.
Yeah,
it's right down the street from my house.
Jennifer there. I mean, we're such the dynamic trio. Right?
Yep.
Well, I love Joe, but I think I love Jen. I don't know who I love more. I think I love you both.
I think you like Jennifer more.
I'm so connected. I feel like she was our missing amigo. I mean, we needed her. I needed her because I tell Joe things, but he doesn't listen. I'm like, Jennifer, get him to listen. She's like, I got you, girl. I'm like, I got you. Joe's being tag team pull out number.
I phase out once in a while. I'm looking at the chat coming in. People have a hard time getting in. The reason why you're having a hard time getting in, the room is full. And once we raid somebody here online, I'll ask that person to please come out of the queue and just listen on Facebook Live for the rest of the show. That way it opens it up for more people to come on to the show here. Because we only have 8 spots for people here. So...
All right. So any of you also who are local, please let us know, because we want to see you at Renegades. We want to see you at Cinco de Mayo. We want to see you at our big, these are kind of our trial run shows. So we're doing, right. So we're just kind of testing out this back and forth. We're bringing this live online platform to a live online studio audience and there's going to be cameras. It's going to be recorded. There's going to be footage. It's going to feel like a TV show. So if any of you are interested and you're local, just send us an email. Hi, I was on your show. I want to come, and we'll make sure you get in, and we'll make sure you get a seat at the table. So just send us your information. We'll make sure to get you in.
Okay. And I just posted the link to get on this show here online. Someone's asking, can I please have the link? I gave the link, but you can't get in until we start doing readings here. God, did we get everything covered here?
I think we did for now. Okay. I'm sure we'll find some more stuff.
What I thought we could do is we'll do a couple readings, few readings, and then let's talk metaphysics a little bit. I want the show to kind of stick with what we know and everything. And
because there's been a lot of metaphysical information that's coming, and everyone who's on this show, you wouldn't be on this show if you didn't have some kind of connection or connection with your guides and with channeling and with metaphysics. You wouldn't even be here. So it's not a coincidence that you're here or a coincidence that you clicked on. You were led here. You were brought here not only by your loved ones, but by your guides. So, you know, you're in the forefront of us elevating the vibrations of the planet, right? And that's how important your energy is when it's clear and it's healthy and it's healed. So again, we appreciate you taking the time to be here because your energy vibrating at a certain vibration heals all those that are around you. So, yeah.
Okay. So how we're going to do this is I have these little bingo chips here, or for the lottery system. It's numbered 1 through 8, and we're going to go ahead and pick the next person in queue. All right, so I got number 2. So let's see, who is number 2? We have Lori, who's in number 2. So Lori, we're going to bring you up here, real quick. And there we go. We're going to change the picture here. Welcome.
Welcome, Lori.
Hi. See if you check your mic, Lori. See if your mic's on.
Where's
Should be a little mic button.
bell? I got my other bell. I want my special.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Lori. Yeah, we can't hear you, Lori, for some reason.
Mike, what do you think is that? Is that her volume or?
For some reason, she's not connected to her mic or something. It's muted for some reason. There's a microphone next to the camera there. If you click on the little mic icon, you can see if it's connected to your computer or not, or your phone, whatever you're using, Lori. And I remember Lori from Sarasota, and everything, and God, I would love to talk to her.
Well, so
all right,
we can bring it back on. Yeah,
we'll bring it back, Lori. I'm going to put you back into the queue. Figure out what your mic is. You can probably do a mic test and see what we can do. Okay. All right. We're going to just bring her back down again. So
our bells, Joe. I need a bell thing.
You need a bell. Okay. All right, so
guys, everyone take a breath.
All right, we're going to go to number 1. Looks like Adriana to me. I got to get my glasses on when I read that. There she is. She's waving. Okay, we're going to bring you on, Adriana.
Can you hear me?
There we go. We hear you good. Bring your camera just a little lower because you're kind of cut off there.
Oh,
there you go. Perfect. Welcome. Have you been on the show before? Or is this the first time?
No, I saw you down in Sarasota before COVID. I went to several events you had there a long time ago, pre-COVID, I guess. Yeah, at that university.
Spirit University. Yeah, everything will be pre-COVID because they shut down during COVID, and then they're reopening on St. Patrick's Day with me.
Yeah.
So
that's
I'm gonna
good.
have to
I want to go back down there again. Yeah.
I'll be there that whole weekend doing whole things. So
I'm gonna pull up the schedule tomorrow and see what I can get in.
Good, because I don't know how long they're gonna stay open, if they choose to sell the place or not. But right now we're doing this. So
right.
Yeah. So what brings you on the show?
Well, because I had saw you once before, and I loved your abilities, and I thought, oh my, that's tonight. I'll just make an appointment and go. And I had noticed a few things online in Facebook, but I think you're down in Miami.
I'm in West Palm Beach. Kristen and I are both in Palm Beach County. Yeah, just straight over. And you're in Sarasota?
No, I'm here in Tampa Bay on St. Pete Beach. I'm on the water right here. You can't see it. It's dark.
Yeah, I'm working to get back into getting into.
Oh, we're going to Tampa. We have a plan to go to Tampa. We have a very, very large show coming to Tampa. I don't know if we're going to get a hotel or what venue that we're going to do, but please make sure we have your email address because we'd love to meet you and see you. It's going to be a big show and a big venue. So keep in touch because we're coming to your area. I'm excited.
Yes.
Yeah, Kristen's pretty good at all this stuff, organizing, getting stuff going and everything. Right. So
we'll have the schedule upcoming in the next few months about, where we'll be traveling and which cities we'll be visiting.
Right. Great.
But we're
Well, I'll
Tampa's on our
promote
list.
you a little bit.
Yay.
I'll tell all my
Good.
friends. I have a lot
I
of friends
know she's
here.
gonna tell all her friends. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank
All
you.
right, good. So what can we help you with today or tonight?
Let's see. Well, I have a business and I'm kind of taking a new direction with it. And I
What type
am
of
actually
business? What type of
I'm
business do you
thinking
have?
about doing actually a YouTube channel on it. I teach nursing,
Hmm.
training
Okay.
for nursing, and stuff like
What a
that.
wonderful idea. I
Yeah.
love, and so you're able to share your knowledge in the nursing industry on.
Well, I help students get ready for the state test. They have
All
state
right, so
tests.
that's what your YouTube channel is going to be is
Yeah.
education.
Well, I thought maybe promote it more openly. I've been in business 20 years and kind of
What
tip
my
it.
when my gut feelings, I'm going to tag in and give you to Kristen, but I feel that there's a portal, a learning portal that you should put together where students subscribe to your channel instead
That's
of
what I
giving
was
away for
thinking.
free.
Yeah.
And when they subscribe to your channel on this, it's they're going to pay because it's for them
Hmm.
to learn and stuff. And that's a good way of you making money that way, where you have to get all the tapes and stuff, the recordings, get everything laid out. But once you get
Right.
everything laid out and stuff, then they
Mhm.
can subscribe to your channel and take the courses as they
Right.
go. And I feel like
Right.
this you got to make a little investment on there creating
Right.
this, but my gut feeling tells me it's going to be a strong avenue for you,
Right.
and I can see you getting students, and that's pre-recording, and then you can offer the live help too, also as an addition if you need
Yeah.
live tutoring
Well, I
and
have a
stuff.
training center and I do live classes, but I wanted
Okay,
to go more community like because there's things we can do to help people out there, too. So
so that's more in the classroom situation you're talking about.
no. The YouTube, I want to be more open to the general public and
Okay,
give them awareness of how easy it is.
so
And then I want to
what you
also, because some people kind of challenge the test, I want to give tips so that they can pass the test.
okay.
you know.
It's good to give the YouTube things just a sample of what you do, but I feel it's more lucrative for you if you do this type of channel and work with subscriptions on it.
Hmm.
And I
Yeah,
feel
I
like you
like
can
that
make
idea.
you can make good money on this, and you can live
Hmm.
comfortably, and then do what you love. I'm gonna
Right. Well,
bring
thank
Kristen on
you.
and let her give you a feel on this too. Okay.
Okay. Great. Well, thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So I'm sorry. What is the name one more time? I can't see your
Ariana.
name. Ariana. Okay, Ariana. Perfect. Okay, couple things. So in your surrounding energetic environment, which means your environment at home, we want to make sure that you are clearing any obstacles or any energy that's in your environment that could possibly stand in your way or keep some of the energy a little bit lower, a little bit more confined, perhaps not as supportive as you need at this moment. So you're basically a healer. You're a healer, you're a teacher, you're a light worker. You have a lot of gifts to give to the world.
Mhm.
And sometimes in your environment, you're around certain individuals that might not fully understand who you are, the gifts that you have, the light that you shine, the healing that you can do. And I want you to make sure that you do not allow that to affect your decisions or affect your destiny. Your guides and the universe is supporting this idea. They're supporting your vision. They're supporting your success, and you're going to make it through. But there is
Mhm.
some energy in your field that is causing some problems and
Mhm.
causing some issues, causing some stuff. I think you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying. So what we want you to do is kind of disconnect from that energy. You're gonna have to just cut. You're gonna have to stop it from getting into your field, and
Mhm.
you're going to need to bring back some silliness, some playfulness, some stuff that's just for you. You're going to have to really start taking care of you and your energy right now. You do have a destiny to fulfill here. There's a small amount of guilt and there is some emotional loss that's surrounding this situation. You're going to need to stand your ground. Again, this is your destiny. They're supporting your birth of your idea. I need you to stand your ground in this situation and really protect yourself, because you have some decisions to make, but the universe is completely supporting your decision. So move forward and clean up that environmental energy. You know what I mean.
You're right. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Mwah. Keep in touch and good luck. You have good things coming your way. So.
Okay. So should I exit and watch you on now Facebook?
Yes. Okay. And watch on Facebook so we can make room.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming on. Oh, okay. And she'll see us in Sarasota.
And she'll see you in Sarasota.
I know. She's saying yes. Okay. All right. It seems like Lori has her mic set working. I'm going to bring Lori back up here again. And she's from Sarasota also. Well, the other one's from Tampa, but I think Lori's from Sarasota. Lori, can you hear us? Yeah. Not working. Nope. Yeah. I don't know why. Maybe try calling back in, Lori. That's sometimes will work. There's when you hang up, there'll be 2 spots open, so just do it right away, okay? And we'll bring you back in again when I see you. All right. No. Okay. Yeah, it's just when it's just not working like that.
Yeah.
So I have to do that. So if she calls, sometimes when they call back in. So, all right, I'm going to pick up another number over here. Okay. And we'll go here. Okay. All right. Let's see who we got here. Number three. I'm freezing up here on the side here. Okay. All right. I have Shannon here. So I'm going to bring Shannon. Shannon, wave at us so I know you're ready. Okay. I'm bringing you up on the screen here. All right. If you can, there you go. Just center yourself better. Perfect. So, welcome to the show. Have you been on the show before?
Yeah, yes, we hear you.
Okay.
All glitchy.
I was all glitchy last time. Yeah. Third time's the charm.
Did you not get a reading? Why? You're so good, Joe. You're not glitching at all.
He's not glitching at all.
Yeah, I thought I figured it out. So
that's beautiful. Good job.
You didn't even have to get a new laptop. Yeah.
No, I know I didn't. I do Zoom readings every day for people. And I don't have problems glitching, so I know it was the laptop. So
I'll have to look that up.
Okay.
So Shannon, did you get a reading last week or
from you, but not from Joseph?
Okay.
Yeah, because I was bumping up. And for those of you who are on the queue, I have people asking how this works. Stay in the queue. I'm picking numbers, and whatever number you're in the queue, I'll bring you up on here. So once you're in the queue. You're here early, so most likely the ones that are here now will get a reading from us before we end the show. So hang on tight.
And Lisa, if you have a double voice, you might have your volume up if something is countered, right?
Yes, if you're getting a double echo on there, that means your mic is too loud. You have to bring your voice down a little, on the volume down a little bit.
All right, so I'm going to let you give a reading to Shannon. I'm going to take myself off somehow.
There you go. Hi, Shannon.
How are you?
Good. Have we met? Do we have met before besides the show, or?
We have. It was a long time ago when I was on the radio. I called in on the radio, so that's probably how many years ago. So, but I've been following you forever. So I just found this, and here we go. So it was just perfect.
Good. I used to do a lot of radio interviews and stuff like that. It's been a little while, but I need to get back at that too.
It was good.
What I do is I use my direct dial when I do this type of readings, meaning that just let me know the relationship of the person you want to connect with. No names or descriptions, just a relationship. Who would you like to hear from today?
My mom or dad.
Mom and dad. Okay. Take a deep breath, clear your mind. See them crossing this loving bridge. Invite them for being here. And we see heaven is in our hearts, so see them coming into your heart. All right. And for those of you in the queue who wants to reach your loved ones, visualize them, take a deep breath, see these loved ones coming to you, invite them here. And that way they're ready to go when I bring you up on the queue and everything. Dad had a very funny personality, by the way, just very outgoing. And he just wanted to make me laugh. That's the type of person I feel he is. Always took care of the family and took care of people too. Very personable with the neighbors and always helped people who needed help. And like you said, if your sink needs fixing or something, or if you need help holding a wrench, he'll hold a wrench for you, or a flashlight, he'll hold a flashlight for you, he says. So
Yep.
he's just that type of person on here. Um, Mom is shaking her head about dad and all that stuff because how the character is. But what I'm feeling about those two, that they've been waiting for each other to be together because they've been together for so long and for many years. And when one went, did dad go first, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. So when dad went, mom was missing dad. And when mom went, they're all connecting together.
Oh,
and I
actually,
could
no,
just feel
I'm wrong. I can't believe
it
I
was
just said that. My
the
mom
other
went
way.
first and then my dad. Oy.
All right. Okay, that's fine. So when mom went, dad was waiting. Mom was waiting for dad before they went to heaven, and this is what I felt. Um, who had to be taken care of? Did dad had to be taken care of at the very end
Yep.
on here? Were you the one or a sibling taking care of her?
Me.
Okay. I just have then I have you running around doing things for him. He was just a strong individual when he was well, and when he was sick, it was very hard for him to have you or anybody take care of him. A little stubborn on there,
Yep.
and his pride was very strong. He just saying, "I could take it. I can do it. I can get up. I can do this on my own."
All right.
But in all reality, he wants to say, "I love you and thank you for being the wonderful daughter that you were, and for helping me getting through what I need to get." My breathing becomes shallow. So was this a hospice situation that he had at the very end? I just
Parts.
had that. Okay. My mom.
Hope it glitched.
Well, we almost got there, didn't we?
I know. Like, who's trying to tell me what?
Wait, what? Your mom? Yeah. So Joseph gets these signs and symbols, so I'm sure where are you, Joe? It's coming back on at some point. But pretty great. So was that an act? Was that a depiction? Was your dad super funny, always holding like a flashlight or always helping out or was that kind
So
of
the funny thing is when he passed away, he was in the hospital, and when I called and talked, because I didn't make it there in time, and they said that he was telling a joke and just died.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like,
No, but
it's not
exactly who he was.
Yeah,
So,
this is
yeah.
for me, not like in any way do I ever mean to be
Oh, no, we
insensitive
know that.
to these things.
Yeah, we know
But
that.
I see them. Like they're not gone. We just dropped our earth suit. So for me, hope this doesn't sound weird, but I'm done. Like when I want my earth suit, when I'm called home, I'm ready to go. I want to go see all my friends and family
Yeah,
over
sure.
there. It's hard down here. It's heavy. This earth suit's
It
so
is
heavy.
heavy.
And earth is like a training ground for a whole lot of like, and but what I do know is that when we go over there, we don't have the actual ability to have these physical sensations. So here on earth, we get to eat and taste and touch, which is just a miracle. So if we can learn how to appreciate and feel grateful for the gifts that we have in our earth suit, we tend to pass the time here a little easier. It is meant to be fun here. We're not meant to be stressed. I'm sorry, I had a stressful day. I'm talking to myself right now.
Ditto.
You did? Yeah, I had a tough day. Okay, I'm going to pull your card just because we're waiting until he comes back.
Thank you.
I know I pulled you last week, but I don't remember any of it. So we'll see what happens this week. I don't know if I'll repeat any of it. Sometimes. So how this works with the cards, some people ask me, is your energy, all I'm doing is it's like physics. So your energy is vibrating, and physics has proven that we have these vibrational energies. And we also have this thing called law of attraction. You've heard of the law of attraction by Esther Hicks and whatnot.
Absolutely.
All these cards do is follow your law of attraction. So whatever your energy field happens to be feeling at this exact moment, the cards have a certain vibrational pattern that resonate with certain energy vibration patterns that are within your body. So it's not like anything more than that. I mean, physics has already proven what I'm doing. It's not like I'm fancy or anything. Anyone can do it with clear, you know? All right, here we go. Last one. Okay. All right. So you're under guide. You have your guides. Are you aware that you have some communication from the other side?
Yes.
Okay. Are you aware? Are you communicating with your guides actively, or who do you feel you're communicating with? Because I see them speaking to you.
I don't know that I know how to listen.
Okay.
You know, I think I feel that, and I can feel other people. Holy mackerel, can I feel other people?
Yeah.
But
so
I can't. Yeah.
That's their way of beginning to work on teaching you how to communicate with them. So whenever those strange little sensations happen, and it's a little like touch on your shoulder and you're like, wait a minute, that's weird, or call this person, or take a right, or take a left, or make this decision, right? Yeah. That is the beginning stages of them asking you to acknowledge their presence in their life. So when you feel it, I want you to go like, stop. Okay, I felt that. I mean, that's weird. I'm talking to like invisible like entities. Okay, but some crazy lady on the internet told me I can do it. And you guys are talking to me and you've proved it over and over. You can talk to them like you're talking to me. Like they're my best friends. I talk to them all day. Like, and if there's things I can't handle, I'm like, yo, handle it. All right, Joe, I'm letting you come back on in 1 second to finish. I want to let you know that you do have the courage to become this enlightened being right now with, So you're like, oh, he disappeared again. Joe, come back.
It's so weird.
I'm here.
Oh, you're back. Okay, good.
I was letting you finish.
Oh, no,
you're done. I'll pop on when you're done.
I'm done. I'm done. Okay, last thing. They are letting me know. I think everything I just said, like, keep that courage up. Like you're in an enlightenment phase in this particular life. You have the actual ability in this particular life to evolve and enlighten. And as you enlighten in this life, you get to carry it for all your other lives. So like, do it because it's way fun. You don't have to start all over again in your next life. So,
well, and I'd like to go. Well, that's my thing in April with Joseph. I would love to attend that. I'm planning to come to that. So, because I'm interested in the past and the present. I've never heard it put that way before. So I'm excited about that.
Oh, yeah, the present regression.
Yes.
Is that at Coral Springs that you're coming to?
Yeah. Yes.
Spiritual Journeys in Coral Springs.
I wasn't sure if it was Delray or Coral Springs. I'm not sure. I
have a Delray. Okay. Yeah, I have a Delray. I have both. I have Coral Springs and I have a Delray one. And I'm doing both. Yeah. So I'm busy.
I just have to narrow it down to which one it is.
Yeah. So I think they're probably doing the same thing in both classes. So except for the one in Coral Springs and the one in Delray, it's going to be done in an energy room where there's 24 units of energy, where we're all going to be absorbing all this high vibrations and energy throughout the workshops and everything. And that's the difference between the Delray and the Spiritual Journeys.
Ooh, very exciting.
Something different.
Do you think you could continue that reading?
Yeah, I apologize. I had everything checked out except for I forgot to plug in to my computer and I was running on battery and my battery went out.
There, Joe. There.
Oh God, I forgot to plug in the computer and battery died.
Oh, so funny.
I thought I had everything.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay. Mom, was she a hospice situation, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. So I had mom was hospice. I have your father running around, taking care of her, trying to do everything possible for her. And your dad saying without your help, he couldn't have done as much. And he's thanking you for being there and helping her do what she has to do. Dad, was Dad living with you at the time when he passed too?
No, not when my mom. Because mom.
When your dad passed, was he living with you?
Yes.
Okay. I have that somebody found him. Was he sitting in a chair? Or was he in bed? Or anything like that?
No, he had just gone back to his apartment, and I get a call, and he said I called the ambulance, and that night I made it there, and then I went home because I just had a baby, and I went home, and then I got the call, and he passed on my way.
All right.
Running red lights. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. But he's thinking about when your mother was sick and taking care of her and everything. Mm-hmm. Who's Mary Bell, or who's Mary, by the way?
Mary.
Yeah.
I have a cousin named Mary.
Is she? I take it she's alive then, huh?
Yep.
All right. Is anything going on in Mary's life for them to mention Mary for some reason? Sometimes spirit will ask about a person. Did she lose a person? We become messengers too. Did she lose her mom or dad or anything like that as well?
No, I don't know. My middle name is Marie. I don't know if that's
No.
anything,
All right.
but
All right. That's not important then. We'll let that go.
okay.
All right. But that's what I needed to give you a message from your mother when she was very sick, hospice, or your father running around, taking care of her, and then you taking care of your dad afterwards till his end of days. And he's thanking you for being there and helping him. Okay?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. And I'll see you either in Coral Springs or
One or the
Delray
other.
in April.
One or the
Okay.
other.
All
Thank
right.
you.
All right. Thank you for being on the show.
Appreciate you both
Okay.
so much.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. We're going to bring you back on, Kristen. And
Hey, bye. I'll see you
so,
soon. I can't wait to meet you. If you're local, you better come to our shows. Come and meet me.
there you go. So you're going to have to come to my events then.
I know. We're going to work on that, but you got to
Well,
find
it's going to be it will be our events eventually. So,
yeah, I don't sit still well. I got to do something. I get jitty.
too much meditation in my events.
And I have so many workshops too that I'm going to be doing as well. So those are coming.
Do you know the workshops right offhand you're going to be doing?
Oh my God, I have 4 amazing workshops. They're so great. Okay, let me think. I don't know the exact names of them, but I know what they are. Number 1, you are going to learn how to communicate with your guides. So they're talking to you. They're constantly talking to all of you. As much as I'd like to say we're special, and we are, you're just as special as us. So they are talking to you. They want to communicate with you. Most of you already know they're trying to communicate. So this is how you learn how to speak to them. That's the first thing. First workshop. The second workshop is going to be I love cards and energy healing cards. Like I just explained how they energetically, vibrationally work with you. So we're going to have an energy healing card or a tarot card. So you get to bring different cards and learn how to use them. That's workshop number 2. Workshop number 3 is how to clear your energy. So like I was just saying, how physics and metaphysics, sometimes in your environment, you're around some negative energy. You're around it at work, you're around it in your neighbors, you're around it when you're driving. And so it's how to recognize when you're kind of in an energetic storm, how to clean your energy, clear your energy, heal your energy, and just understand how you're vibrating. Those are 3 of them. And then the last one, which I find to be the most important, is about staying in presence. So the power of now and staying centered in your present moment. And there's an entire workshop for that because that's where all of this stems from. So when you're so worried about past and future and you're all in your mind, we can't actually develop these abilities. So those are the 4 workshops that I'll be teaching.
There you go. Good. Now I want to sit and watch. And
they're great. I love them. With those 4 workshops, you guys are like good to go with all this metaphysical stuff at least.
So what I'm going to do is we're going to share. We're going to do like workshops. And when I go off my workshop on break, you're going to do your workshop and so on. Because we have different workshops. I have the past life regression, future life progression, where we figure out our past lives and traumas and things. And then we go into the future and we see ourselves where we're at in the future, wherever
I want to go to that.
Want to go. And then the other one, everyone can learn mediumship.
Yeah, so I want to go to this workshop.
Where I teach everybody how to be a medium and what to do. And I have people pair off, they read each other. And if you want to do the platform, you can volunteer to come up and then read the class and everything like that. Yeah. Unlock Your Psychic Abilities is an intuitive workshop where it's all hands-on. We use shapes and cards and reading colors and auras and everything. Learn to speak to your angels and spirit guides. It's more of a channeling workshop where I teach everybody how to channel your guides, how they speak to them, getting their master guide's name, your purpose, why you're here, why they're with you, and how to make everything in life. So that's another workshop that I do. One's in the works, what I'm going to be in the future with Jennifer, called Surrender. And it's a couples workshop where we're going to work on where couples can come. We work on our energy and we merge and we have a soul connection. I teach everybody how to do a soul connection, a spiritual connection as well. So it's not just physical intimacy type thing. It's more of a spiritual intimacy and a connection and becoming one soul and blending of souls. That's going to be called Surrender. It's going to be a whole day workshop for couples. So
yeah, well, that sounds amazing. And what me and Jennifer were talking about is we love the idea of a retreat. And so all of this makes sense for us. I want to go somewhere. She wants to go somewhere. So we want to go and find a retreat center that has a spa, because let's bouge it up. And then we want to have these workshops. So like we'll have maybe Friday workshops and me and you can alternate. And then we'll have Saturday workshops. You and Jennifer can do your Sunday workshops with couples. And we'll just have like a 3 days. We'll do our you'll do a speaking to heaven event. And then we'll do our show. So we're going to have like some of that coming up within the next year. So just keep it, again, guys, your emails are important because you'll be able to keep in touch with us and be able to sign up.
all right.
Okay.
All right, let's bring somebody else in.
Can you keep our email going at the bottom for me, Joe?
Okay.
Also, guys, how you can also help us is YouTube, liking, subscribing, and sharing. You watch a YouTube video and they're like, if you like this video, like and subscribe at the bottom. We don't fully know how this all works yet. Don't tell anyone. But apparently you're supposed to be liking and subscribing. So yeah, do that for us. And then also every time that you share our videos on your page, we're able to reach more people and help more people. Because again, this is a service that we do for free for our community. Because again, we feel like, a lot of people say, well, you're a healer, but it shouldn't always cost money to be able to get these readings. We agree with you. We want to be able to do this without any financial strain and to be able to help and give you these services for free. So that's why we're doing this. So.
Okay. All right.
And Shannon, hop out of the restream so someone can pop on. If Shannon.
Yeah, Shannon, if you're done. I think she did pop off already.
All right,
I don't see her. I have number 6 here on here. See, I gotta cheat with my glasses here. I think it's LIS, I believe. Okay, I'm gonna bring you on, Liz, right, or Liz? Okay.
Liz, Elizabeth, yeah.
Elizabeth, hi, welcome.
Hi,
welcome,
how are you guys?
We're good. Welcome to the show. Have you been on the show before? Or is this the first time?
This is first time.
Hold on, I got a little bell for that. It's not my fancy bell. Well, this is my better bell.
Oh, nice.
Good. Oh my God. Some good stuff. Okay.
There we go. Raise the vibrations. Okay.
Yes, please do. Yes.
All right. So Elizabeth, what brings you on the show?
Well, I've been watching off and on, so it's the first time on the show. So I've just, this is all awesome. I'm in Pennsylvania.
Oh, Pennsylvania. We forgot to ask people where they're from. We used to do that, Joe.
Oh, well, I knew the last two people. We did was Tampa, Sarasota, and yeah. Okay.
We had people, we didn't realize this not too long ago. We had people like, oh, we're in Ireland. We're in Belfast. We're in Europe. We were like, what? Yeah.
Yeah, I might try one of your retreats. That's going to be awesome.
We have our first sign up attendee for our retreat. Send me your email.
There you go. I will.
All right. So what can we do for you tonight?
I just, if there's a message from the other side, I'd love to hear it.
All right. Is there any special person you want to hear from today? No names, just a relationship.
Parents.
Okay, both parents have passed. Okay. Oh, who's the smoker, by the way, in the family? So, did anybody smoke cigarettes or quit smoking? It may not be your parents, but I have somebody who's a smoker because I got a whiff of cigarettes. Anybody had cancer, lung cancer, or anything too as well?
Not that I know of. Not that I know of.
So you have nobody that you knew had cancer or anything like that?
There was cancer, but not from smoking.
All right. Is his mom or dad who had cancer?
Yes, father.
Your father had cancer. Did your dad ever smoke once in his life and quit or something like that?
Yes, many years ago, many years ago.
That's
in his
fine.
40s.
Okay. He was a smoker and he had cancer as well. And also I feel that when I see a man in uniform, it kind of shows me that maybe he was in the service or a police or fire department. Which one was he with?
He was in the Army, 25 years.
25 years. Okay, so he made a career out of it then.
Yes, he did.
So he's showing me his young day. I have a cigarette in his mouth in the young days, and I see him in his 20s and stuff. That's when he was smoking. Then he shows me the American flag. He shows me he was in the service, and that was his career. And I just felt like he was a proud, honorable man. I see medals, too. And I wonder if does you or your brother have his medals or anything like that? Because I'm seeing the medals.
I do have them. I do have them.
Okay. He says to put them out. And I see the flag. I don't know if you have his flag too, but he says put them in the flag. If you can put if you haven't done it already, in a case with the medals and with the flag, and just kind of present it like that. He would really greatly appreciate it instead of being in the drawer.
I have the flag, and then they did the 21 gun salute, so I got the casings from them shooting. But I will do that with the medals.
The medals, yeah, he was very proud of the medals. He's he was in career in the Army for the career and so forth, and that's where on it. Does Buckeye mean anything? Anybody from Ohio or anything like that?
My father was.
Okay,
that's where
okay, he said Buckeyes. I don't know if that was a sports team he liked, but normally, but he brought me to Ohio on here.
The Buckeye State.
Buckeye State, yeah. So that's why that's how he brought me to Ohio. So that's where he lived, or is that where he's from?
That's where he was raised. Yes.
He was raised in Ohio. Okay.
He was raised there, yeah.
Anything with horses with him as well, or in the family?
His sister had horses.
Okay, it's in the family. All right. So I take it your aunt's passed too as well.
Yes, she is.
Okay. Did you ever rode the horses when you were younger or anything, or and everything?
I used to go back in the summertime to visit, and I would stay at her house and ride the horses.
That's it. So I have your aunt here now, and telling me about the horses. And different state or same state? Ohio.
Same state.
Same state.
Same.
Okay. All right. So your aunt, his sister's here, talking about when you were a little girl, you used to ride her horses, and also your father, just a wonderful, wonderful being and everything. Your mother, did you something about the ring? Was there a ring that was broken, had to be fixed, or anything like that, or lost a diamond, or lost a stone?
There is a ring, and we found that there's a thing going on with the ring between me and my sister right now.
Okay. She's telling you to resolve it. So
I know.
And it's almost like if she can cut it in half, she'll cut it in half, but she can't. And that's the thing. And that's how she is. And she doesn't want this ring to be a problem between you and your sister. It's not worth it, she says. It's just a ring.
I know.
And she says
I'm
your
letting
sister
it go.
or everything. So if you can let it go, it's just a ring. Just know your mom just wants the peace between the two of you. And that's all she asks.
I know, but I don't think there's going to be peace, but I'm.
Maybe by letting go of the ring, that's like putting up a peace branch, peace, saying peace to her.
Peace offering.
And peace offering, thank you. So that's what I'm feeling. This is what Mom says too. She ever break her hip or anything like that, Mom?
No, she lost her leg.
Okay, that's fine. I have problems with the leg. I thought she broke her hip, but she lost her leg. Okay. She had diabetes or anything too?
Half of her leg, yeah.
Okay, does she?
Yes,
from
she
diabetes?
did. Yes.
Nice. So she's telling me she was diabetic. She had diabetes, and that's how she lost her leg. So she says she walked with a limp.
Yes.
But she says figure out the ring thing, and don't worry about Dad and I. We're here. We're enjoying our heaven together.
Yes.
When I lost your father,
she walked very well, though. People didn't realize that she lost it.
Okay, that's why she says she walks with a little limp. So on there. So if she had an artificial limb or anything like that, maybe that's what it was. So on it.
You're cutting out on me, Joe.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to bring Kristen on here now and let her finish.
You froze up. I'm sorry.
Okay. Kristen, can you pop up?
I can hear you, Joe.
Okay, I'm not freezing up on you?
Not to me.
All right, so maybe this is your link here.
Can you hear me? I can't see our names here. Oh, she's out. So if she clicks back on, I have a pretty important reading for her. So I hope she does click back on. If I'm going to take a picture of this reading because it's important. So
okay.
What was her name, Joe? Do you remember?
That was an S, I believe. No, it's Liz. Elizabeth.
Liz. Okay, so for any of you, by the way, some people have asked how to replay this. Guys, this is on our YouTube. Hey, but it's also, you can replay this entire video on your Facebook. So if you received a reading, I recommend replaying it and keeping it. Liz, I'm going to take a picture of this reading for you. Oh, she's back.
Yeah. Let's see. How's your internet now, Liz? Yeah, that's her internet.
So can you hear me?
Go ahead and do the reading for her, and see what happens. And she can always play it back.
Liz, can you hear me? Okay, she's gonna play this back. All right, so here we go. We have I'm just gonna say it. Sometimes I try to censor this stuff so much. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, good. I cannot hear you. So we have a relationship in conversation right now. There's a relationship in question. You can nod if you want. So what we want to let you know is that there's a lot of stress kind of surrounding this circumstance in your life. And the thing is what's happening is there's a lot of this is right and that is wrong. This is good and this is bad, and this is the way it should be, and this is the way it shouldn't be, and it's causing a whole lot of moral dysfunction in this family. It's causing a lot of brain damage. It's causing your mind to split almost, where sometimes you're feeling good and other times you're not feeling good, and maybe it's unhealthy. So and there's a lot of stress here, and there's a lot of sorrow here, and I do want to let you know that you're going to need to trust this situation. There's a lot of guilt surrounding this situation as well. And I'm going to need you to trust your guides and your intuition and your soul on what steps and courses that are needed to move forward. And I need you to think that you are going to be in a waiting game right here, but I need you to choose wisely for your soul, because there's some mental conflict here. It's time for a transformation of your soul, because your firm foundation and your stability at home it's important. And right now there's a lot of unhealthy circumstances that are trying to get your attention and trying to pull you into it. And maybe not be you, but in this circumstance, it's pulling you into a type of energy that's really unhealthy for you. Unhealthy habits, maybe behaviors and things that are being placed right there that you're trying to not have in your life, yet they just keep coming back and coming back. So choose wisely. You really need to work on this foundation. They're letting me know you do know the truth of what I'm saying right now, and they're asking you to trust your guides to figure out how the best course of action is for you moving forward. Okay. Good luck, my friend, and we'll see you again soon. Okay, bye. Mwah. Mwah. Send me your email.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, I'm gonna bring her off the show here, and there we go. All right, so I'm just posting up. How do we get picked? To get picked, you have to be in the queue. So once you're in the queue here, we can only have up to we only can have up to 8 guests. So once you get your readings, if you can just kind of boot off and watch the show from online, and that would be wonderful on there. Reading the text here, I had a message from Julia Kiss. Baby, I would say a girl on there doing May. That's my gut feeling. So it's the first.
Oh, wait, you didn't tell me. What was the question? She said, what am I having?
Please, do you have any feelings of my first grandchild, be a boy or a girl, due in May? Thank you.
All right. I want to know.
Okay. So I got 50-50 on there. I always do a good job, except for my daughter. Every child she had 4. And I always called them wrong. So I always
sometimes when we're so close, we are like blocked when we're so close to someone. I find the same thing.
Yep. So yeah, I don't know. But okay. Should we take on another one?
Yeah, let's take on another one. Yeah. Can I pick one this time?
Go ahead. You go. pick one this one.
All right, so I really like the name Candy, and it's been staring at me this whole time, and she's just like right there being so cool. So I would like to bring Candy on if that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, her name is Candy, you know.
Okay, here we go, Candy. You're coming on.
Yay! Look at her. I was like, man, I gotta meet this girl. Yeah, I felt that energy.
Welcome, Candy. Have you been on the show before? Or is this the first time?
Actually, I have been not on the show, but I've been watching a few times, and I met in 11. I mean, divinely. It was a story.
When did you meet me?
It was in 2011.
Oh, okay.
It was, I was led by my guides to buy a book, read books. So I was calling around the stores. There's one store that my grandma always used to go to, and they were actually closed. I was at work, so I'm like, okay, so I know I was told to buy this book. I need it now. So I called around anyway. Long story short, place on Lake Worth and Jog opened for me to come and look at their books, and you happen to be there, and a reading.
You know that your guides were like, yo, you need to get Joe. This is how we're gonna get you there. I love it. I love when my guides hook me up like that. I love it.
Okay, I remember Joanne had a little shop there on Lake Worth and Jog.
Oh, well, shut up. I know Joanne. I worked at Joanne's shop.
Yeah, that's what she's talking about. And when she first opened up, I did a few stuff there.
Oh, I worked with Joanne. Yeah. I have such memories of that place. I did my first workshop there. I did my first psychic reading there. I started vibrating for the first time there. I'd never known what the heck was going on. I walk in, she had so many crystals. My whole body starts vibrating, and I was like, yo, Joanne, I'm vibrating. She's like, I don't know, girl, you're nuts. And I was like, okay. I had a lot of firsts with her. That's awesome.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
Well, what brings you on the show today?
Really, I'm kind of like just stuck, blocked or something. If someone was trying to speak, I'm thinking it was my mom, and that I felt a pull.
Okay. So you're glitching a little bit. Did you say you wanted to speak to your mom?
Could have been my mom, but I was calling block or something going on with me.
You have a block?
I don't
know. I'll cover the block. Is there a loved one you want to talk to? Because Joe will cover that.
All right, but the block thing, you want to communicate with your mom, and you felt like you had a block. Is that what you're saying?
No. The block thing is like a personal.
Yeah, she has an energetic block right now.
Okay, I'm gonna let Kristen work with you on your block. Yeah. So okay.
Yeah, okay, and my mom was trying to come through to me the past couple days. I kind of.
All right, so you need to do some.
You cover mom.
I'll let Kristen unblock you.
Well, what about we'll bring you back. She wants to talk to her mom. You want to channel her mom first, and then I'll cover the block. Yeah,
I can do that. So
yeah, you want to hear from mom, right? You're glitching a little bit.
Yeah.
Is your mom is crossed? You said she's been trying to come through?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, go ahead. Let me just go ahead and do this, Kristen.
Yeah,
and I'm going to
you talk to mom. I'll cover the block in a second.
All right. So I think it has to do with mom and everything too. It has to do with your lineage, your heritage, your great grandmothers too. I feel like there's psychic abilities there. I'm hearing, and it skips a generation, and with the blocks that's coming up with you, guides could be loved ones too, and I feel like great grandmother or grandmother is very gifted that wants to speak through you as well. Also, I feel that sometimes when we get very busy in life and the world gets hectic, and we're doing a lot of stuff, that our spiritual stuff, that connecting to the universe is very hard. It's very hard for me to do that too. I have to stay on where I can't get too much involved in the everyday stuff because it blocks me to connect spirit to spirit. So what they're telling me is that you have to settle down, you have to take a breath, you have to meditate, you have to center yourself. And by centering yourself, you can hear Who's the grandmother who's very spiritual? Who's the psychic grandmother on the call? So
I have them on both sides, but it might be Lucy, Native American.
Okay, Native American. That's fine. I'm going to go to the name. I'm so close to Native Americans on here. So listen to Lucy, bring her in, ask her to help you unblock what's blocking you. But mainly what I'm hearing is to stay centered and focus, that everyday life is pulling you away from who you are. But once you can stay focused and centered and connect yourself with your higher self and with Lucy, the information will come through. Okay? All right. So Kristen's going to go more into the unblocking of things too. And your mother too. I feel like she has been a good inspiration with you. And I have to bring her through because I just felt like she was your rock when she was alive, and your support, emotional support. And just know she loves you, and she'll always be watching over you, and she'll always be talking in your ear. The name of a flower she's telling me right now. So what is this flower name I'm hearing? Is there a jasmine, lily, rose, or any flower representation?
Lily is my sister's baby that was stillborn.
Then I have a lily here. Okay, so your mom wants to let you know that the baby Lily is with her and she's taking care of Lily. So you tell your sister then that Lily's with mom. Okay? All right. I'm going to bring Kristen on for you to work on your blockage. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
All right. So we got moms and babies. Your sister will be happy to hear that. Right?
Wow. Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know why everyone wants to be talking about relationships tonight. I guess that's just happening. So you are in a relationship. Yes. Okay. So there's some stuff going on. And I can't tell. I have such a hard time censoring this because we're live online. But okay. So beautifully enough, I do see a match between you guys. I see a beautiful match. Now, the thing is that I see some issues going on here. So I see some instability around you guys. I see the foundation that you guys have built could potentially not be solid. So perhaps this was built on I see some things changing. Now, what I also see is that you guys are communicating and talking to each other and looking at each other and smiling at each other. Hi, dear. But underneath or behind it, both of you aren't really too happy with how you guys are behaving towards each other. But you're cool on like the outside, but there's a whole lot of stuff that's not being spoken about and talked about and communicated with. This is causing him to become very stubborn and him to become very like non-compromising. He's kind of digging his feet in, and he's like, is he a Gemini, by the way? He's not he's not willing to work with you. Well, he's just gonna be like, okay, so he's like not willing to work with you. But I also see some control issues, but I don't know that they're coming from him or from you. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, there's some I know I didn't want to
both problems maybe.
Yeah. So because of these types of like control issues, it's causing him to go from kind of because so when you guys were first together, I felt like you guys had a soulmate connection. Was there like a soulmate connection between the two of you? So I want you to really work on this because I want you to try. I know. So, okay, there's some emotional loss that's been happening. There's some conflict and defeat that's been happening, but if you guys, I don't know if you're even open to relationship therapy, but I want to show you something. It's very rare. Can you see this? It is really, really rare to pull these two cards together. This is
which one is it?
This is the beautiful girl. This is like a flowering, beautiful girl. This is like a flowering, beautiful boy. This is for them to be pulled together in a deck is it's so rare. And they're pulling.
Yeah, I always get 6 of Cups with him. When I do a reading with us, we always get 6 of Cups.
So now I want to let you know something. I'm going to show you something. Okay. Also, due to, I know if you have a baby over there, but 2 other things. So due to the control issues, we have some control issues. And this is causing this beautiful person to become very cranky and stubborn and frustrating. Oh, hi. Did we lose everybody? Oh, hi. There we are. So I don't know who we brought on here, but so I feel like this relationship is really like important, and it needs to transform, and we need to find some harmony between it. I don't see a separation. I see this relationship worth fighting for. And I don't know if you're interested in like any kind of couples therapy or whatnot, but I really want you guys to work on this. I feel like I need you guys to put a truce. I need some of those control issues. I need some of your past issues. I need you guys to work a little harder. That's all. Good luck.
Great.
Okay. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Good luck. You got a good man on your hands. Okay.
Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you for calling the show.
Bye.
Okay.
Wow. What was that in the middle of that?
That was me fooling around, seeing what this does and that does, and now I know what it does.
Who was that? Did you just randomly bring up someone? That looked like
Yeah, I was just there was just a little bar that says maximize and stuff. I was clicking on and stuff.
Oh, okay.
That's me. So one day we'll have a technician back there to take care of all this. So
yes, because and Jen, I'm gonna. I think she needs to be doing this because much as I love you, my love, you're distracted.
Yes, and when I'm distracted,
I know what happens when you're distracted. Thank you. I was not going to call
I'm not focused and I'm not centered for readings. I know I'm too busy going.
Yes.
I had to stay on the spiritual energy side instead of the physical and being the tech guy, and it's hard. So, yeah. All right. Let's want to take on another call. How are we doing on time here? We're getting down to the time limit, aren't we?
Yeah, it's 9:20. So I say.
Okay. So 9:30, we'll end the show.
Yeah.
We've been going 9:30. Okay, I'm going to pick a number here. And number 3 looks like, I don't make glasses here. It's a C, Charlie or Charlie on there. Go ahead and wave your hand and we'll bring you on. Okay, here we go. We're going to bring her on now. So, where'd she go? Hold on. Oh, we brought Waverly up. Okay, sorry. All right. Okay, Waverly, we got you up. I don't know what I was bringing Charlie up or Charlie up, and the thing clicked off for some reason. We'll just bring her back again. Have you been on the show before? Is this the first time?
Not this particular one. I have had readings with
on
you.
A show or just private readings and Zoom readings?
Joseph.
Both. Okay.
Both.
Yeah, normally I'm a
Both.
guest appearance on a lot of shows and things, so I'm going to start doing that more. So
absolutely, I can't wait to do the radio. I'm so excited about the radio, by the way.
So what brings you on the show today?
You know, I want to say when I was scrolling through Facebook, the live when you guys first came on around a little after 8 o'clock, I stopped and started watching it. And the one thing that Chris said was, if you're here, it's because your spiritual guide has led you here for a reason, whatever that reason may be.
Yeah, and you got called. Yeah. So your spirit guide's like, hey.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And number 3, which wasn't my number, but that's one of my numbers.
Number 3. That's the number 3.
Number 3.
Another sign. Oh, so they're straight up talking to you, basically.
Yes, absolutely. I don't have a particular question at hand. I'm feeling stuck just with every aspect of my life. I mean, I lost both my parents. Joseph, you've done readings for me and my son. And they have spoken to you.
Okay, good.
So I'm always open and wanting to hear messages from them. And I don't know if I'm going through like that midlife crisis and maybe they have a message for me to guide me on direction.
Okay.
But I'm feeling stuck. I am feeling stuck.
A lot of times when energetic wise, when we start to shift frequency and vibration, we get to a point of, I call it stalemate or stuck. I go through this all the time where sometimes when I'm reading, I'm just on fire, good. Then I go to a lull spirits when I'm not on fire. It's like a kind of where I have to take a vacation. And when I feel that, I just take time off, or I call in sick, for instance. So why you're feeling stuck and stuff is because you're going through a big change in your life. We're shifting. We shifted so many years. We shift vibrations. We shift energy towards enlightenment or learning experiences. So when our lives begin to change, and we start to move into a different vibration or a different place in life, this is when we start to feel stuck and not going anywhere. But it's only a temporary place. Once you get through this, then your life is going to start going again, and it's going to go in a different direction of where you need to go. But it's common. And when we feel stuck, if we feel lost, or we don't know a direction we're going in or anything, it's because vibrationally we're shifting energies and we're adjusting to that new energy as well. It's almost like changing of spirit guides too. I realized that throughout my years, when I have a change of guard, so to say, when I have a guide come in, I feel a lull, like a quietness, like something's missing, and then all of a sudden it'll kick in again, and then I'll have that feeling. But this is what I'm feeling with you. You're just at a period of life right now where you're ending stuff, you're closing chapters, closing doors, and you're moving forward to new stuff and energy. And that's why you're feeling that way. I'm going to let Kristen give her to see what she has to say as well.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. You ready?
I don't know. The way you say that.
Okay.
Yes, I'm ready. I'm ready.
It's important. So there's an energy in your life that is not wishing you the best. It's not wishing your soul. It's not wishing for your, it's not wishing the best for your soul. Does not have the best of intentions for you or your life or your soul or your purpose here. It's an energy that's pretty close to you. I don't know who it is, but there's some deception, some lying, some things that are happening that are false. So when you have this energy around you, your chakras are not happy and they will close. And when your chakras close is because this energy is harmful to your soul and to your energetic field. And so they're letting me know that you are beyond illusion in this situation. You are aware of the situation. You do know where it's coming from. Another situation that's paired with this is due to this lower vibrational energy that you're exposed to is causing you to really not see your worth as a person. So you're comparing yourself in a way like, well, I'm maybe not good enough, or maybe I can't do those things, or look at that person's over there doing all this stuff and I'm not, or I may look this way. I don't know if it's an appearance thing or a success thing, but there's a comparison. But the reality is it's like comparing a rose to a lily, to a sunflower, to the oak tree, to the palm tree. We are all beautiful. You're beautiful, truly gifted, beautiful. You have so much love to give here. But you're not in an environment that's allowing your soul to share that love. It's not conducive. So there's been some heartache and loss, some conflict and defeat, some emotional loss surrounding this, and you're suffering in silence and you're not really saying any of this out loud. So you're going to be a little bit in a waiting game. You know, in other words, like, it's not like you can just change any of this right now. But we do want you to work on your home base and figuring out what energy really needs to be cleared out and what decisions need to be made to kind of protect yourself and protect your energy moving forward. They're asking for some solitude. They're asking for you to kind of begin working with yourself here because you're exhausted. And that's the reason why you're feeling blocked, because your chakras are closed, because your environment is not healthy for your soul. So, but once you really work on your firm foundation to figure out what your soul needs, because you're the only one who can do this moving forward. And remember, it's not happening overnight. So you're the only one who can make these choices and decisions moving forward. And you're going to be in a time, it's not going to happen overnight, right? But at that point, when you make that decision, everything that you've ever wanted in your life is coming to you. Your guides are coming to you. You have the power to do this. I see births of new ideas. So I see some ideas coming to you. I see some thoughts and some chances and some changes and some real like hope in your life. But you got to clean up some of this stuff. But I see a breakthrough coming. No more comparison thinking that you're not good enough, because that's not the case anymore. And that's going to further hurt your soul and further. And it's only getting filtered in due to the energy that's around you. It's not full. So do not allow those thoughts in your mind any longer. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You got some work to do ahead of you, but good luck.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on. Okay.
Joseph, one question.
Yep.
Do you any messages from my parents or my son?
I feel like has been a lot of healing with your son. I feel like what he's been through. He said his apologies and the things that he did, and he's in a good place now. And the work that you did over the years, even when he's passed, you're doing work with him, forgiveness, healing, and things. So the work that you did over the years, he feels good about himself now. He's no longer holding on to the pain of what happened to him, and he has let that go, knowing that because you forgave him and the family you have helped him move forward. And that's what I'm feeling from him right now. Okay?
Wonderful.
Great. He does this to you too.
Yeah.
A kiss.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, we have Charlie back here. I don't know what happened to her, but Charlie, we're gonna bring you up right now.
All right. Is this our last reading?
On there. I don't know. You tired?
All right. Well, I don't know. I'll keep going.
I tell you, we got 2 people online here. That's all we're gonna do. If nobody calls, we're not gonna take any more calls. We have Julie and we have Alexis.
Okay,
and
fine.
those are the last. We'll take those 2, and that's it. Then we're gonna call it quits tonight.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. Leslie, I'm sorry. We got Leslie here too. We always say hello to Leslie. Okay. All right. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? Dang, my volume is not. Let me turn this back on.
Okay, we hear you. We hear you good. Have you been on the show before?
Maybe that'll work. Okay.
We hear you.
Okay. Hi.
Take a breath. Deep breath.
I know, right? I can't hear you guys though. Oh well. Sorry. I can barely hear you, but it's okay. My I've been acting weird lately.
So you can listen to this. Listen to the video later.
Yeah.
Yes.
Listen later.
Thank you. Yes, I will.
What's your question?
Where do I start?
When is the pain gonna stop? That's my question.
Sometimes
haven't I been through enough?
The pain doesn't stop until we let go. And if we can't let go, the pain won't stop. And I feel like you're holding on and you're not cutting cords, and it's hard. Now let's get more specific. Where's the pain coming from? Is it from a death or is it from a relationship? People. And I mean, I'm not a victim. I'll never be a victim. I'm a survivor, but, or I'm just a human, living life. But, this just seems like the past couple of years, especially, it's just like every single person I meet or come into contact with or try to be friends with or whatever, they're mean, they're horrible people. And it's just a lot of pain. I'm sick of it. Okay. And it's really hard. I really work on not letting my heart get shut, and not becoming jaded, because I always said I wasn't going to do that to myself ever, but it's getting really, really hard lately. Sometimes what happens is we attract these people because we're in that place still. We have to work on ourselves first. We have to bring ourselves into a higher place or a higher vibration. And by working on ourselves, sometimes alone is a good thing. Being alone, working on yourself, doing something for yourself is important. And by doing that, you change your vibration, you change your frequency, that what we put out, we receive, and then you'll start to bring people in your life that are more light-headed, more light beings, so to say, not light-headed, but light beings. For instance, when I do a lot of workshops and stuff like that, and my students that come, they're light workers, they're learning, and to surround yourself with people like that is what you need to do. I feel like you're a person who has a time of fixing people. You have people coming that need fixing, and that's bad too. Yeah, you have to change your way of concept of thinking. But by being with enlightened people, maybe coming to Kristen's and I workshops and being surrounded by people like that, it will lift your vibration to a different place and a better understanding. And then you'll start to attract different people in your life, more caring people, loving people, not out to take advantage of you. So it starts with you first, and working on you personally. I do healings, I do affirmation, like love, cutting cords, forgiveness. Forgiveness is very important too. Letting go of the hate and forgiving those who have give you pain. By doing that, that will help you move forward too.
I do. I forgive too much, actually.
But you can forgive, but you don't have to forget. But when you forgive, that means it's just forgive and let those people go. I feel like a lot of people use you, in fact. So by letting those people go, work on yourself, be more of a loner, start going to different workshops that have more enlightened people, make friends like that, and you'll start to see your energy start to change. I'm going to bring Kristen on for you too, because I feel like she can relate.
I've been a loner though.
On this.
It's getting hard. Like I'm so lonely.
Yeah. Like I said, forgiveness is more for you and not for them. And it's for just to let go. And I just feel like this is where you are. You're just trying to help so many people in your life, and then you just get bitten from that. And now it's time to not help other people and just think of yourself. But I'm going to bring Kristen on here for you now.
Thank you.
Okay, so he nailed it. So a little bit about what's happening. Have you ever studied the power of now? Have you ever?
Yeah, Carpe Diem. I'm going to get it tattooed on me. Okay.
So what's happening is you've missed a little bit of the ordinariness, the beautiful, ordinary life. So you've
Wait, sorry, can you say that once more?
Can you hear me? So you started to live inside of your mind, and inside of your mind is actually hurting you. So you'll probably have to listen afterwards. You might have to listen afterwards.
Yeah.
So your mind has actually done a number on you, and it's actually hurting you. So we have forgotten how to appreciate the beauty of a flower or the grass on your feet or the wind on your skin. And we're not living in the power of now. So all the things that have happened in your past and all the worry about the future is crushing in your mind right now. Also, you have a lot of people that are talking. You should do this. You should do that. Why did you do this? Why did you do that? They're talking. And they have these opinions. So, no, maybe this is in your mind. Look at this card.
Maybe spirits.
This is what it is. So these are all different voices doing this.
I'm a medium.
Going here. Okay, so maybe that's what's going on. There's a whole lot of things going on in this mind of yours, right? Now, what I want to show you something else is there's some control. Do you have someone that's potentially in your life that would be a controlling force? Someone that's putting pressure on you in a controlling type of way? Controlling?
I literally have nobody. I haven't for a couple years. I have nobody.
So perhaps this controlling is coming from yourself. Can you see this card? This card, which is aloneness.
Yeah.
Pulled with
Imagine that.
control. So I don't know.
I've been in controlling relationships in the past.
Okay. So, and it's pulling guilt. I'm going to just show you the card so that you know where they're going. It's pulling guilt.
Yes.
Okay. So now this is the same card as this.
Oh, stupid hater.
That's okay. Moving on.
Magic, what does that say?
Moving on. Moving on. So this darkness.
Oh, moving on. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Moving on. This is the darkness that you're experiencing right now. And they're asking you to move away from this. So like what Joseph said, find different friends, find a group that you love. So if you're a medium, you know you have spirit guides.
Yes, I have an amazing spirit team.
So work with your spirit team to get through this, because you're never alone if you're besties with your spirit team. Just go ahead and get crazy with it, because I now prefer to be alone, because I understand how you feel, but there's a whole lot of people who have a lot of energy glitches right now, and they have negativity and they're harming other people. And it's because they're in low energetic states that they're harming other people. So the fact that you're recognizing that, it's true, it's everywhere right now. But the fact that you're recognizing it is. And it's hard sometimes to be around.
It hurts, just hurts my heart.
It hurts my heart too. I understand. So Joseph is right. Find the light workers, study the light workers, find them online, find them on YouTube, listen to them in your ear. If you're feeling alone, stick on your videos and listen to them. You'll have to listen to this after.
Oh, I do. Yeah. I guarantee you the only reason I'm still alive is because of YouTube. I mean, it's been huge for me to like meeting with people and being able to have human connection still somewhat, you know.
Now that I've heard that you're a medium, that you work with energies and stuff like that, it makes perfect sense of what's happening to you. It's almost like the Force, come to the dark side or come to the light. And there's a divide coming up between you. A lot of darkness is coming towards you, where you're picking up all of this and you're absorbing all this. You need to be more with light workers and hang out with them, and your whole vibration will switch, and your whole meanings will switch.
Absolutely. So
I feel that with the darkness. Definitely feel that.
Rewatch.
That's what you need. That's what you need to let go of the darkness and start hanging out with light worker people.
100%.
Who are there, and everything will be good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you both.
Keep in touch. Yeah, absolutely. And just to talk metaphysics for a second, that is the truth of the situation. If you're not feeling healthy and you're not feeling well and you're feeling blocked, it is because the energy that you're exposed to around you, whether it be at work, whether it be a partner, whether it be a loved one, whether it be a neighbor, if that energy is in the darks, in the lower vibrational, it's not dark, but lower vibrational.
Lower vibrational, yeah.
Yeah, your energy is going to feel that lower vibrational. That's why it's so important for us to keep our energy clean and healthy. And Joe, you're 100% right. Find the light workers, y'all. We got to stick together. We're in tough times right now. We got to stick together.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring Alexa on here. I think she's part of a family I go back years ago. That's why I would bring her.
Oh, I feel like maybe she's familiar.
Hi. How do I know you, Alexa?
Margie.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Margie and I, we go back, I don't know. Devin was 3 years old. How old is Devin now?
God. Oh, he's
20-something.
Like mid-20s?
Mid-20s, yeah. I don't know. It was funny. I was sharing with my girlfriend Jennifer the other day a story about how I took Devin fishing out on my boat. And I caught a fish, and I went to yank on the pole, and my seat went back, and I did a backflip into the water. And to this day, he's laughing about it. He just remembers that when I did a backflip into the water. Boat.
Anything fishing.
It was fishing, yeah. So that's funny that you know, on that. So what brings you here today or tonight?
Well, you had given. I had actually. I mean, had to have been like you were doing a show on the radio. Oh my God, 8.5 years ago, and you had given me a message from my grandfather. My grandma passed away, so I'm sure for all of us, and especially like Danielle and Devin,
they always wondered, like, what's it gonna be like? What are we gonna go through? And I know wondering, like, how is she? What's going on?
Is this on the Is this on the Boulder side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I felt this on the Boulder side. I felt like I know your grandmother just passed, but I feel like your grandfather has been waiting for her for a long time, and just been there. I just felt like they've been together many years, and by her passing, it was good to her to see her husband again. So if you're wondering what she's doing, is your grandfather or their grandfather, her husband, came for her, and oh, what's in Ohio, by the way? I'm back with the Buckeyes again. Anything in Ohio or anything? No, it doesn't.
Not that I know of.
I think I'm going on to Margie's side now.
Yeah, Margie has a lot of people in Ohio.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm talking about Devin and them and going to Ohio. All right. Yeah, Margie just lost her parents too, didn't she? Lost her father.
Yeah, her dad. Yeah.
You could tell her I feel her father here with me too, and he's sending love. He's watching over his wife too as well. But with your grandmother on the Boulder side, I just felt like that she reconnected with the grandfather, and they're just together again. And I see water, I see boats as well. And I don't know if they were a fishing family or if they lived by the water or anything like that. But this is what they're showing me.
Yeah, live by the water. Yeah.
You live by the water. So this is what they're doing. They're on their boats, they're on the water, they're on their beach, they're young, they're happy, and just know that's what their afterlife is. Okay?
I mean, I had a moment one day where I was just sitting here and out of nowhere, like, two of them like walking around, and same thing you said, like young and.
All right. So what they did is they gave you a premonition of what they're doing in heaven. So when you saw them young, walking around like I see them now, they're just telling you or showing you that they're okay, not to worry about them. So just live your life, be happy, and they'll always be watching after everybody. Okay?
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you. I'll definitely pass the message to Margie.
Yeah, and tell her to call me sometimes. I haven't heard from her in a long time. Okay. All right, I'm gonna let you talk with Kristen now. Well, wrong one. I got it. There you go. There we go.
Okay, so I see that it is time for a transformation in your life. It is time. It's official. Right? So you have an idea, a vision, an idea about how this is going to happen. You've been thinking about it. They want to let you know that you're going to be successful with this. And it pulled several different times. Your passion's going to be ignited. You know the truth of this situation. You're going to create balance. You're also going to create financial and material stability. So there's some kind of work finances in order. You have an idea, probably of birth of a business or whatnot. So they're supporting this in you 100%.
I was literally just talking about it today.
Okay. And your passion is going to be completely ignited. And that's what you're needing. You need that passion back in your life. So now there's a couple small things that you're going to have. Patience and planning is important. So this isn't happening right away, right? So you really need to have a game plan. You need to have your ducks in a row. You need to have that. Now, they're also telling me they're going to be communicating with you through your third eye, which is like, hi, we're supporting you. You're not doing this alone. Your guides are with you. We want to learn how to work with our guides. You do not have to do this alone. You are not responsible for everything alone. When something becomes too maybe a lot for you, I instantly want you to be like, guides, take care of this. It's too much for me. I don't know how exactly this is going to work out. This is your department. And trust that.
Yes.
Okay. Couple small advices and then you can go.
Dude, my husband just like, I do, because I try to take control of everything.
thing.
Yeah, I want you to give that to your guides, and I want you to ask for their yellow brick road for you. So they're going to be like, hi, go this way, open that door, call this person. I do not want you to think you're completely responsible to take care of this all by yourself, because that can sometimes feel a little overwhelming. But I do see you have a lot of success here. Now, I want to let you know that this is a journey that's going to be taken solo. What I mean by that is you have everything that you need inside of your soul, just you, to take care of this on your own. So I do not want you to think that there are any external outside influences that have any effect over this whatsoever. And I would like you to not let any external influences that could possibly sway you one way or another to not affect any decision making that you're making. You might hear them and you might listen, but you're not bringing that into your decision making process at all. I do see that there's been a little bit of I don't know, want to call it a dark time, but a shadow time. And I do see that you're coming out of it. You're standing kind of on top of that right now. Don't slip yourself back down. And make sure that in your surrounding, you are truly looking at the truth of your energetic environment and what you're being exposed to make sure that the energy that you're allowing in your field from external sources is healthy for you in this situation moving forward. Okay.
Awesome.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Makes total sense.
Okay. Good.
Thank you for joining us. Okay.
I can't wait to hear all about it at some point. Yeah. Keep going.
Thank you.
All right, good luck.
All right. I'm going to do something different here. I'm going to bring the last three up and keep them up, and we're going to kind of read the last three on the square.
Let's do it.
All right. So Leslie, Julie, and Jill. We're going to bring you up online here. So get ready here. I'm going to bring Leslie up here.
Oh my God, it's Leslie. Hi.
And then there is Julie and
hi, Julie and Jill. We're coming to Illinois. Oh, there's Jill. We're coming to Illinois. I'm coming.
Yeah. Don't make promises if we can't come, you know.
I'm coming. We're going.
We're going.
Chicago. I don't know. We'll find somewhere amazing. We don't want to. We'll find somewhere safe to go where she can drive. Come on. We owe her a trip. Don't we? She's been asking for years. She's like our first number one fan.
I know. Well, Leslie's my number one fan too. I got two number one fans.
Oh, we have two number one fans. Yeah, you're lucky. These are our diehards, Joe. They've been here since day one.
Okay. Well, I'm going to start off with Julie. Julie, have we met before? Or is this the first time?
It's my first time.
Yay! Okay. Welcome.
You're with family
here.
So what brings you onto the show tonight? Oh, ring the bell. The bell.
I got it. Oh, I got my bell. Don't there we go.
Thank you.
There you go.
I'm so excited. Well, I'm very intuitive, and I get a lot of visits in my dreams from the dead. And lately it's been with an elderly woman that I took care of for 12 years. And she is not leaving me alone. And I just wonder, is there a special message I'm supposed to receive from her?
Wow.
Well, when you say she doesn't leave you alone, what is she doing? She's just appearing with a smile on her face, or is she just talking your ear off?
Well, in my dreams, she's coming constantly in my dreams. And then before she passed away, every day I would have to feed the birds, the black crows, bread. And she made me promise when she passed that I would continue this on. And I have this one particular black bird that comes to my house every single day. And I swear to you, Joseph, he wants to come in and like be my friend. I mean, and I know it's her. And my sister just went to the cemetery and she sent me a video, and it's like she's here, and I just know she's trying to communicate with me. I'm not sure what though.
All right, what you need to do is you probably had she had a good friendship with you. What I'm feeling also is almost she felt like you were a daughter to her as well. It's not just a caretaker. She's telling me you're like my daughter. Yes. And she had nobody. You were there and you were everything to her. And she has this connection with you. She's just there just to let you know how much she appreciates you, and she wants to thank you for being there when she needed you the most. And that's why she's coming through. With the bird situation, they do have a way of manipulating insects and birds and stuff. And the black crow is your sign with her. So what you need to do, what's gonna happen? How long ago did she pass, by the way?
Oh, it's been about 5 years.
Oh wow, so she's going strong.
Oof.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say sometimes within a year or two it starts to settle down or anything. I just keep it. What you need to do is just acknowledge her. When you dream about her, just say, call her by name. I saw you in my dreams. It was nice to see you, and I hope you're enjoying heaven. That's all you need to do, and eventually she'll start to move forward on there. But I just feel like she's coming through just to say, I thank you, I love you, and thank you for being the daughter that I never had, or people that being there because I needed someone to make sure I was safe, and when I passed, to make sure I wasn't alone when I was passed. Heaven is everything that I thought it would be, but I just needed to tell you how much I love you and thank you for being there. And that's the message I need to give to you.
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. And if Kristen needs to add anything on this, or you're good, Kristen.
Well, I have a couple small things to add. So interestingly enough, thankfully, I see that, you're a pretty balanced person, which is lovely. I see that it's, we're in need of balance. I'm not entirely sure. It's an interesting reading, but I want to just mention a couple things that pulled up. I see some emotional loss. I see some heartache and loss. But I also see some situations surrounding what would be considered maybe discontent and bored in a work situation, and that the truth about what this is saying. So, right. So I'm glad that's making sense to you, because I see balance, and then I see some of these losses. I see boredom. I see a seeking some kind of changes in your life. I also see that interestingly, I'm seeing a need for adventure, which just means like it's time to shake things up a little bit. You are looking for some recognition and reward. Again, I feel like maybe this is a work situation. I do see that you'll be moving through this next phase of your life alone, not lonely, but alone. So keep that in mind, that you are aware of this. The universe has spoken, and to be alone is a beautiful thing. They want you to really enjoy those birds, bees, and butterflies, that outside world, and just being content with who you are walking on this earth after you regain that balance and get that triumph that you're looking for, and that acknowledgement in your life.
Thank you so much. It's beautiful. Thank you, Kristen. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Julie, thank you for joining us tonight.
Yes. Have a great night. God bless.
Yeah,
God bless.
Thank you. Okay. All right. So we have Leslie and Jill.
Oh, our two diehards.
Yeah.
Nice to see you guys.
Jill, I am sorry about the loss of your husband. I don't know if I ever got to say that or not.
I don't know that we have.
So, can you hear us? Is there a volume with you? Yeah, we can't hear you, Jill, for some reason.
Well, that's all right.
But I'm going to give you a message, Jill, on him. What I want to say for you, Jill, through him is that the word it sucks. That's the first thing I have to say. It was unexpected, his death, and it was very quick. But he says it sucks. We promised to always be here for each other, and we were supposed to grow old together. And for him to get as sick, it was his lungs for some reason, couldn't breathe, and it was his lungs that he died from. But Jill, he just said we met each other at a very young age. We loved each other. We always had each other, and that will never change. I promise to always look after you, and I will be there for you. That's one thing. He's showing me Chicago right now, and the Navy Pier area and stuff. Maybe this is a time when you used to go out and you used to be together in Chicago. But remember those times in Chicago, he said. Things change after his passing. He's sorry that things were not in order, like insurance policies or the money situation. He said, I'm sorry the money situation was not in order. About your job situation, he says, sometimes we have to close a door to open up a new one. That you, God, you put your heart and soul with this work, this company, and they should appreciate you more. But sometimes it could be a blessing that this door will close and new things will come. So do not be depressed about this ending on there. Look at it as a new leaf, a new chapter in life, that things are going to get better. A new job is going to get better. You'll be working more online on the internet where you don't have to go into the office, he tells me. And he says better stuff is coming, that you're going to have fun. And he promises that as he used to look after you when he was alive, he'll always look after you in spirit. And he says that keep going strong, and I'll always be there. He's sending you butterflies too, and that's a big sign that you have to look for, is the butterflies. Okay, I'm gonna let Kristen. Okay, I wish we could hear you, but looking at your reactions, I know. Okay, I love you too. I saw the hug. I know the reactions that everything was pretty much on. I'm gonna bring Kristen on for you now. Okay.
Okay, so I'm not sure where this energy is coming from, but something in your energetic field is pulling up. Okay, well, I'll start with it. So there is some conversations that are happening that people are like, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do this, you need to listen to me, you need to make these decisions, and you need to make these decisions because I say it, and everyone's got this opinion and whatnot. This is potentially very stressful and like running you nuts a little bit. And what they'd like you to do is just stop that communication. Stop it. Don't listen. You do not have to let that into your soul. Now, there's an energy, Jill, that's around you, and I don't know where it's coming from, so I'm going to allow you to place it where it goes, but it's smiling right to your face, and then behind it, they do not have love for you. They do not have the best of intentions for your life. They do not want what's best for you underneath this mask of smiles. I don't know if it's work-related, family. I don't know where this energy is coming from, but I'd like you to be careful of this energy. I don't want you to trust it. And I want you to really, the best you can do is do what you can to remove this from your life. They're telling me that you're beyond illusion. Like, you know what's going on. You're aware of the situation. You're no longer hidden from it. And that they would like you really to listen to your inner voice. They really want you to listen to this because this is a toxic energy. They're telling me that it's time for you to stand upon some of those shadows that you've been dealing with, some of that darkness. They're saying it's time to rise above this stuff and move forward because you're going to triumph from this. You have material harvest coming. You have prosperity coming. You're going to be a positive movement forward. You have the wisdom to move forward. You have the balance to move forward. You have all this stuff, but you got to get that toxic energy out of your life. Okay. It's time. Figure out how to cut it. Okay. Cut that snake off. All right. We love you.
And Jill, I was reading your text here about your surgery and all that. Yes, your husband was there and he was watching over you, and it was tough surgery. You've been through a lot these past couple of years and everything, but I feel like the worst is behind you and now it's time to move forward. Okay. We're here for you. We'll always be here.
We can't hear you.
I can't hear you. But he knows about the surgery that you said. I was reading your text on there. Oh, you haven't had it yet. You're going to have it. Okay. Yes, he will be watching over you. It's going to be a success. It's hard to have the breast surgery that you're having, but it's going to be a huge success, and he promises he'll be by your side. Okay? We love you. Okay. Bye-bye. Leslie, is your voice works? No, she froze up. Leslie, you still with us? All right. It looks like she's froze up. I wanted to talk to Leslie. Leslie's been a big fan for many years.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, 10:02. So
I'm tired.
I know you had a long day. I was off today, so I was more energized. But it was it was great. doing this again, and we're going to try to do this more often, maybe every other week, at least twice
We've
a
been
month.
doing it, Joe. We've been doing it every
So-
other week. It's a good schedule for me.
And look, I didn't glitch. I didn't lose my
No,
microphone.
this is
I
so
got my
great.
headphones.
Yeah,
Except for I forgot to plug in my computer. That was the only thing.
that was awesome. Yes.
So I will remember next time. So I think I got all the bugs done.
Yes. Guys, I love you. I love this energy. This is what I want to do like full time. I don't want to go to work anymore. I just want to do energy healing and reading with you. That's all I want to do. Yeah. And I'm doing it. I just, got to make that move. But guess what, Joe? Guys, I don't know if you know this, but I actually own a construction company. Weird, right? And they just asked me to do an entire addition to a huge home, and 1,000 square foot home with offices. And they're like, you got the job. It's only a few $100,000 for you. And I'm like, guess I'll be working a little longer.
Yeah. You got to do what you got to do. So this will support what you want to do. And once we get the shift and the change, it will work.
So Leslie, I'm going to say we owe you, Joe. I'm exhausted unless you want to, Leslie.
No, we're
exhausted. Leslie, I will say that you have some kind of birth of an idea and they're supporting it. This is what I do have. You're going to have a little bit of obstacles and challenges, but whatever idea you have in your mind, go for it. That's what I got.
All right. Well, I want to thank everybody for watching tonight.
Thank you.
For the love, hope, and laughter. I got it right.
Love, laughter, and hope. I don't know.
Yeah, anyway. All right.
We love you guys. Thank you.
I have a bunch of workshops in March, April. Just go to my website, ourjourneyoflife.com, and you can go ahead and see all my events coming out in South Florida.
Guys, we'll see you in 2 weeks. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Signing off. Share, like, subscribe.
Bye.
Well, Leslie says she wants to